we're jumping into Doctor The title of this episode, special, third special, is called The Giggle. So it's called The Giggle. Can we have a moment, guys? Let's have a quick chat of all chats. So I do my hardest, okay? I don't know about the other reactors out in this wonderful world of YouTube, but I know I do my hardest to avoid any spoilers of the show. I actually even filmed this the day after it drops where everybody else watches it, and then I avoid everything like a plague for as best as I possibly can of this show, because sometimes I kind of forget and I make like my own banner for the episode, and sometimes people are like, oh my god, it's a spoiler, so I try to like even not watch it or drop it the same day, right? So with all that being said, I am like a huge person about not being spoiled. And I don't know what it is. I think that because people get super excited about this particular show, so they'll go on to my other reactions and they'll write something. And now I know that the new Doctor is going to be airing here. I actually did not watch any trailers. I have not seen any teasers. I did see like a wallpaper of this episode, but I don't know what it was about or I actually still don't know what it's about. But I'm now assuming that the new Doctor is going to be showing in this episode. And I didn't want to know. I wanted to go in this blind, y'all. And I don't know, it's always a Doctor Who, well, it's not only Doctor Who. Other people comment on other reactions, and they'll talk about another reaction, and not the reaction that drops. And I'm always like, why? There's like 1,000 Doctor Who reactions. Comment on that. But regardless, I do appreciate people being super excited for me to watch the show, and I'm super excited to watch it with y'all. Once again, I'm exhausted, but I'm here doing this Doctor Who special because I love Doctor Who. So with that minor spoiler, and once again, thank you to all the moderators that really are doing their big ones with the reactions, especially Doctor Who, trying to make sure they're, you know, it's a fun comments, it's nice comments where people could actually speak their piece, but there's no like, you know, going straight for the throat. And there isn't any spoilers. Generally, I always have said, I was talking to a couple of my friends, I was like, you know, the Doctor Who fandom, at least for me, has been amazing. I love the fandom. And even though there are people out there that disagree sometimes to how I feel, either if I like it or don't like something, they've always been super cool and super respectful. So like, I love being in this fandom. I just wish the spoilers, Lord, I just don't want the spoilers! But it is what it is. Anyways, I also, and then we're getting into the reaction, I promise you, because She by Trey is tired. But also, I did not know that, doesn't matter if it's spoiled or not, but I did not know that we're watching one more episode for Christmas Day, right? And then we have to wait all the way until April or somewhere around there for the new season? This is like a teaser? I don't like that. I was upset. I said, wait, April? So this is just a little bit? Oh, no. Anyways, I guess that will give us more time to watch Doctor Who classics, right? I'm ready to jump into this. Clearly, David Tennant is gone. Wasn't it amazing to see Wilfred in the last episode? I thought he was going to be in this episode, but you guys let me also know that scene that he had was his last scene that he filmed altogether in Doctor Who before he sadly passed away. I wonder how did he pass too? I'm kind of curious. You did see and did he actually need the wheelchair? I think he really, because I saw like a short clip behind the scene and he was actually being pushed in a wheelchair. and it wasn't like being filmed. So I was wondering if he was really sick and he couldn't actually be mobile on his own. Very sad, but still loved him. He was a very great guy. I'm ready to jump into this, y'all. If you would like to see this in a full reaction, of course you can. For the second and third tier here on this platform, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So please sign up to one of those platforms today and be able to see this in a full reaction. Now, if you would like to support the channel for free, you can also do that. Please hit that like button, share, and don't forget to comment down below. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Doctor Who and find out exactly what the Doctor has got to give. Oh my God, we're so in New York!
Coming into the wall, it is raining, is it not? All of the water, all splashy splash. Doors, beautiful pink face, Dolan, yeah. We have the compendium of games. Yeah, very important in these rules, don't you think? Also, we have the teddy bear. Okay, Bill, meine Favoriten. But you will leave the family on alone. We're on the orphans will be crying. No, just him. Just sticking on the hair myself. I cut it off the head of a beautiful lady. She will never miss anything ever again.
You must be used to sunnier climes.
Your accent seems to have slipped.
I hope the kiddies enjoy him.
Mr. John Logie Baird.
Oh, the inventor man. Wunderbar.
Called television.
Well, what a game we are playing.
What Stucky means, it comes from stucco, as in plaster. May God go with us. If I'm to prove television works, I'll need a moving image. Imagine if he could talk. Imagine what he would say.
What are you doing? I can't drive. Okay. I paid for this road. It is mine, and I will do with it what I like. It all changed 2 days ago. Everyone started thinking they're right.
What?
If you try to argue, they go mad. But not me. I've always been right.
One of your arms, just we tell you that perhaps you will dance on that wall.
Stay where you are. You are under unit control. Repeating, unit control.
Get him to safety. All right, never mind about us. I want my granddad safe. All right, you got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, here comes trouble. I can say the same about you.
Lethbridge Stewart. I remember your father out and proud and defending the earth. How do we fight the human race?
That's
for you.
Good. Now, what have we got? Police worldwide.
that is the best
news, Melanie. Hello.
Melanie.
I used to be like you. I was one of his companions.
I wasn't the first redhead.
No. Is Park rude? Borderline.
An increase in violence worldwide, the same increase in every country.
If everyone's going mad.
So is the government.
Why should I care about you?
You're fine. An invention of the Blinks.
Hello, the Flinks.
Disrupts the brain, flattens the spike, keeps everything calm. That's my brain activity. Seems normal, albeit slightly heightened. And deactivate my Z-Dex.
Busy day?
Why do you want to know? That the person demanding information from me is an alien. With red hair. What is this? Some sort of conspiracy? What are you hiding? I've seen you walk. I've seen you walking. Don't deny it! No. I'm sorry.
That was crazy.
It keeps spiking inside every single person's head.
What's that mean?
It is generated inside the brain.
But not me. Can't you give everyone a Z-Dex? Imagine trying that.
Microwave our brains. I am anti-Z-Dex.
COSAT-5 satellite, launched by South Korea, activated 2 days ago.
And here it is right now.
Everyone is connected.
But contact is clean. We've checked and double checked. It's not like the old Archangel network.
Play the recorder till she said this is not who I am, and that was the start of a whole other conversation, believe you me. Maybe it's music.
A classic arpeggio. Middle C an octave higher. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
It's a musical palindrome. It's just a straightforward arpeggio. Everyone knows arpeggio. Why are we all reacting to this one?
I'm not. The Blinks?
Negative. Oh, it's not a tune. It's a laugh. It's a puppet.
Spooky Bill. First face to ever appear on television. Put there by John Logie Baird himself.
Sneaking into your head. Carving a wave. And waiting. The television itself. And every picture ever since. Every single one.
2 days ago, we finally connected worldwide.
Branding his Giggle into your brain. Since the very first existence of television. Laughing at the human race. Puppet's just a puppet. We're looking for the puppeteer. I think something's coming back. After a very long time.
The human race might be clever and bright and brilliant. It's also savage. Righteousness, that's human. That's you. That's who you are. Poisoning the world.
Who do you think you
And
are?
hating each other. You've never needed any help with that.
Like toys.
Ooh.
Pick off a pebble on the moon. Trouble is, taking out a South Korean satellite will have international consequences.
Start, initiate galvanic activation. Bring up the beam.
Bring up the beam.
I fed the COSAT fake coordinates so it's coming to UK orbit. Within range in 3 minutes.
You're brilliant.
He lived until he was 101.
What?
Died falling over a whiskey bottle. That's a perfect way to go. My family are all gone. But then Kate offered me a job and here I am.
Very good work with the music. Oh, if we survive this, you should think about joining UNIT.
120 plus 5 weeks holiday.
Done.
Soho, W1D4RF.
If I weren't ready, don't wait for me.
We're gonna go back in time to try to stop him.
You never mentioned her.
Stop, I'm a billion years old. If I still talk about everyone I've ever met, we're still in the TARDIS, yeah?
You are busy every second of every day. I mean, look at us now. We haven't stopped. We're staggering along. Maybe that's why your old face came back. You're wearing yourself out.
The ball is the first game ever being invented.
Killed him then. He said, oh, what fun. And now everybody loves the ball. That is the final ball after all. Yeah.
Enough. How do you two know each other?
Don't I go back to the TARDIS?
Ooh.
Go back to the TARDIS. Are you not get pleased, Herr Doctor, to see me again?
Oh, he was a William Hartnell villain. The Toymaker.
If the ball was the very first game, what was the second? Hide and seek.
It's bigger than the shop. Don't tell me he's got his own TARDIS.
Stepped inside his domain, and it's governed by the rules of play.
Does this even make sense? Because I've seen some things with you. I've seen Ood, Davros. Daleks built a great big bomb, I understood that. But this is impossible. What is it?
Tell us.
I let the TARDIS fall into another realm. A hollow beneath the under-universe. Beat the Toymaker, I won his game, but now he's here. He's found his way into reality. I played a game and let him in.
Oh.
Take away the toys. What am I?
What a doctor!
I don't know if I can save your life this time.
You big idiot. You beat him before.
That's the problem. Odds on I'll lose next time.
No, because my dad used to say, dice don't know what the dice did last time. Games don't have a memory. Doctor! Just stay there! I'll try another door! I'll try another door!
I'm here. I've got you. What is it? What happened?
I bought a toy. I couldn't stop hearing it.
What?
The Giggle. Play like it.
What?
No, I don't.
Played and lost, but here's my favorite one.
So, wait, what is this man? Like,
Hello?
what?
My name's Donna, and I warn you now, if this is a trick, I will kill you.
Story?
I'm poor wee Sticky Sue. I don't know what to do. He won't come home to me. Because they burnt him.
on TV is the biscuit cream, the cream, and then there's my...
You've seen the widow cry, and now it's time to die.
My name's Donna. Now I think that you're a goner.
Oh my god, there you are!
The show is just beginning. Worldwide premiere. He met eine Friend called Amy Pond. Amy Pond was touched by the weeping angel. And she died. He was meeting Clara. Clara! But she was killed. Last second in life. Well, that's all right then. Then the doctor met Abel. Her consciousness survived. Oh, well, that's all right then. And then there came the flux. Was killing everything.
Is all of this true?
I challenge you to a game. I came to this universe with such delight. And I played them all, Doctor. I gambled with God and made him a jack-in-the-box. I made a jigsaw out of your history. The Master was dying and begged for his life with one final game. I sealed him for all eternity inside my gold tooth. Dare face the one who waits at someone else's game.
What?
They shout, and they type, and they cancel. So I fixed it. Now everybody wins. This is how you choose. I'll go first.
But you're too...
No. Shame, that's the one thing it won't do. The only rules the Toymaker follows are the rules of the game. They bind his entire existence. I'm the king. I won the game. Many years ago. You won today. Which leaves us equal. Best of three. Best of three. Let's make it 2023.
He said 2023.
Winner takes all.
We're 1 degree and 27 minutes out. Give it a base drive reset.
Accuracy 100%. Systems locked and loaded.
Satellite was only a link in the chain, so Donna needs access to the subframe. There is no one in London faster on a keyboard. Needle mesh reflectors on Earth translated into digital 5.
Mesh reflector.
Something entered this world in 1925. I don't know how.
What are we fighting? An elemental force.
You think life is a balance between order and chaos, but the universe is not binary. Far from it.
Who is that?
Oh, I think
All of you, search the building. He's still here. Where's he gone?
But how does he do it?
You can't fight him, Shirley. There's nothing you can do.
Listen. Listen. He's got the galvanic beam.
What?
Oh, how I am liking this. The gun with the laser and the bang and the boom. Now we can all have some fun.
Where are my staff?
I think they're still falling.
You can turn bullets into flowers! Think of the good you could do. This is merely a face concealing a vastness that will never cease because your good and your bad are nothing to me. I've had many faces. Ooh. Containing something far more. We can take your games back to the stars. We can play across the cosmos. Ooh. The Time Lord and the Toymaker. Infinite games.
I have fallen in love with humanity. All of the sport, the matches, the medals, the gambling, and the anger. You make games out of bricks falling upon other bricks. You are exceptional. I am in no hurry to leave this place. And off-ground touch. Stop!
The soldier, the scientist, the orphan.
One more game!
Your own rules have decreed. I play the third game with the next Doctor.
He's not dying alone.
David!
You can do what you like to me.
Handmaidens.
Every single one of you is fantastic.
And Could you? Could I? What? Can you? What? I think I really, really need. I am completely need. So good! No!
How did that happen?
By generation. I have bi-generated.
I think you're beautiful.
Still beautiful.
Yeah. Do you kind of range of colours?
A dummy who dies and doubles and dies and doubled. I'll never get bored because I challenge you to a game.
I'm the doctor.
And I'm the doctor.
And according to the rules, you can't say no.
I accept your challenge. Played against the guardians of time and space and shrank them into voodoo dolls. One thing to remember, it's a simple game really, but I think if you drop it, you lose.
Hey! I'm on your side! I'm so sorry.
It's like volleyball.
Fair game, you lost.
No, but I think you'll find best of three.
Is to banish you from existence forever.
Not fair. Please.
My legions are coming.
Shirley, tell Geneva we're in full recess. Tell every base to follow green shoot protocols, full liaison.
We did it. But how many died down there?
That's not your fault.
I've got you. Yeah.
The gold tooth.
But, how's it gonna work?
You're thin as a pin. Love. You're running on fumes.
That's what I keep saying.
That doctor that first met the Toymaker never, ever stopped.
Adric.
Adric?
River Song. Sarah Jane has gone. Can you believe that for a second? I loved her.
We fought the gods of Ragnarok and we didn't stop for a second. We're Time Lords. We're doing rehab out of order.
You're saying you need to stop.
When you went flying off in your blue box, spaceman, lived day after day after day.
You keep on going. And that's the adventure. You changed your face. And then you found me to come home.
And I could never let the time escape.
I love David.
What if the Toymaker's domain is still lingering? Just for a few seconds while we're in a state of play. You got a prize, honey. Here is mine.
Is completely nuts.
Oh, that's not bad. Wheelchair accessible.
At last! You finally caught up with the 21st century!
So now we have multiple Time Lords.
You weren't going to leave without saying goodbye, were you?
As if I would ever do that. Two, if you don't mind, there is a great big universe out there coming, and I've got to get going.
He's younger because you came after him, so you're the older doctor.
Okay.
Stand by.
Where's he going?
Everywhere.
Oh! And the one with the flowers is a chicken.
Aha. I mean, you know, hot. Come in peace. I am your friend.
Am I late?
I said, what? She pushed me off the cliff.
Don't go sneaking off to Mars. Again?
What's that mean?
Oh, just can't turn down my favourite niece.
Oh, niece.
The evil stepmother.
Oh, I have
And mad Auntie Mel.
Mad Auntie Mel.
And Grandad, where is he?
Oh, he's off shooting moles.
Who'd have thought? I ended up with a family.
You don't have to stay forever.
We'll see. Funny thing is, I fought most battles for all those years. And now I know what for. This. I've never been so happy in my life.
very good episode. I did enjoy it. Now, I have to say, I did my due diligence, per usual. I am just curious because, you know, the people were talking. They were talking. And I know I scrolled and I saw something about this situation that's going on about this bi-generation. And that's probably why people were sending me messages about this episode. I had multiple messages. And I still thank you. That this episode was very controversial. It was very controversial. I'm actually very interested. Damn it, I wish I could like see what people say. So far, a lot of people. Oh, never mind. There's people over there that are giving it a 0. People give it a whopping 10 out of 10, and then 10, 10, 9 out of 10, 10. Okay, so a lot of people where I'm looking at this moment loved this episode. Okay. Now, there was another person wrote, I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the camera, but another person wrote and they were saying that they don't know how they feel about this episode. It feels odd for the new doctor to play this doctor or not get the same ritual and treatment as almost everyone else who came before him. Okay. A bi-generation hasn't happened before, not because of Time Lord biology or whatever, but because having a legacy third act transition between doctors is clunky and detracts from both incarnations. There's an elegance to one actor leaving and another stepping in. This, by the way, is Mr. TARDIS over there on the Twitter field of things. He's actually, I see his viewpoints. Can we continue reading? Because I like this. You don't want 14 around anymore because 15 has just turned up and you want to see them. But we can't spend time with 15 yet because we need to wrap up 14. So 15 just awkwardly stands off camera and waits his turn with no trousers on. It's messy. It's really messy. Okay, you know what? Okay, so then there are people that said they liked the idea, but the plot was a disaster, terrible execution. Okay. What? The plot was a disaster, terrible execution. It was wacky. It was wacky. in the one TARDIS and it becoming another TARDIS, it was wacky. But it does not mean that it was not good, okay? My opinion. And by the way, Mr. TARDIS did not say that the plot was a disaster and it was a terrible execution. He did not say that. Somebody else said this, but still shout out to Mr. TARDIS. I liked the first couple of minutes. I was into it, and then I was so confused. Usually I cry during regenerations because it's wrapping up a story to begin and another, and this time I was generally confused and feeling like Nick, I can't say his name, deserves so much better. Okay. This is different people, by the way. I'm sorry that I'm reading this. I just want to get the vast, and plus I can't wait to read your guys' comments. But I just want to get a feel of the atmosphere. I think my biggest issue is the lack of explanation for bi-generation. I agree. For something that the Time Lords considered a myth, the doctors get past it very quickly, and the audience is expected to be on their wavelength with something, and I don't know what these letters mean, but I do agree. Okay, Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris is, first of all, is just a great actor. Him playing this Toymaker also was amazing. I clearly have not gotten up to the Toymaker in classic Doctor Who, so I don't know who the Toymaker is, but if the Toymaker is something like how Neil Patrick Harris played the Toymaker, I'm super excited to get to that episode. Obviously, it's also with Hartnell, Mr. Hartnell himself, Mr. Will H. So this is, I don't know if it's in this season I'm in or it's going to be the following season. Shh, spoilers. But I'm excited to get there regardless to see what this Toymaker guy is about. And I'm very mad that he's only had one time being in the Doctor previous, and then we have this, because the Toymaker, I feel, is more dangerous than the Master. My opinion only at the moment, unless you guys agree. Can we just a little bit more? I genuinely can't believe regeneration came out of nowhere like that. Not even a hint towards it beforehand. Nothing to set it up or make it feel like a natural place for the story to go. It's so jarring, poorly written, and took me out of the ending entirely. So I think that's what it is. I'm not going to go through all of these people feeling. A lot of people feel very mixed about it. A lot of people are confused, and I have to, let me add in my 2 cents. Let me X this out because I have ADD and I'll just keep on reading. So by regeneration, I never heard of. I don't know if you guys ever heard of. A vast majority of people seem like they don't know what the holy hell that happened. And I do agree with a lot of people that it came out of nowhere, and it did take me out of what I was watching. And then I was confused because I was like, okay, wait, hold on. But there's 2 of them. So can this happen with other time? Can this happen with the Master? Can the Master have a regeneration? And clearly the Master is still around, obviously. But the Master is a Time Lord. And does that mean, is Gallifrey still around? Like, I know that, like, we had, but I think the last time we, like, what's happening, Gallifrey? Are there other Time Lords at this moment? And if there are other Time Lords, does that mean they can all buy regenerate, and then, like, there's just a lot of Time Lords? Or is it just these 2? And then does that mean that the new Doctor can regenerate again? Now, I have to say that I see where the controversies come from. Also, when Donna said, what a line they threw in there, which was supposed to be funny, but I didn't find it offensive at all, but I didn't think it was funny. When she said, does this come in other colors or something like that when you buy generation? I'm not sure if they were talking about race. I didn't find it funny. I also didn't find it offensive, but I bet you money that I bet you somebody somewhere picked up on that and is going to be offended by that. Because you know what time we're in, right? Okay, so what would I rate this episode? I actually would rate this episode a 9. I think the first special I would give a 10. Well, whatever I gave the first and second special, whatever it was. I think I said it. This special, I would give either an 8 or a 9. I think the strongest thing about this whole episode was the Toymaker. I wish I could understand what he was saying most of the time when he had that accent. I'm sure that the classic Toymaker probably talked the same way. But I was like, okay, if he's like a celestial form kind of thing, and he's just taking a shape of a human man, why did he pick that accent? You know what I mean? Like, go back to the other one. Give me just Neil Patrick talking. We'll do better with that, because I could have edited. I didn't put on the closed caption, child, so I was lost in the sauce a few times. So that took me out the element. But then the bi-regeneration happened, and then there was parts of it where it looked like Donna and him, I can't pronounce his name, I'm sorry, but Donna and the new Doctor looked at each other and were like, it seemed at one part that it was being, like, it was literally scripted. Like, they looked at each other, they turned to each other, go back and look at this one scene at the very end, and they turned and they were walking towards David as he was staring into the abyss. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's awkward. And then also I do see where people are like, okay, you took away from the new Doctor because now we have David Tennant still around. And David Tennant not only is still around, he's like legit has his TARDIS, he has everything. So the possibilities of David Tennant coming back again is now always open. In case this show needs a saving again, and they want David Tennant to come back, which I bet you money David Tennant will come back. I bet you money David Tennant will come back. I bet you money Matt will come back somehow, some way. Maybe not anytime soon, but somewhere you're going to see them again. Clearly, because we have the first Doctor, even a new character play him, or actor play him. But just having that, I was like, oh, okay. And it does take away from 15, because 14's still here. So now you're like, okay. And then what happens if there's situations on Earth again? Does that mean 14 will intervene? Or is he like legit retired and like won't ever step into trying to protect Earth? If Earth ever needs protecting, I'm sure 14 will get involved, because the Doctor always helps. So there is that. Now the touching scene, and hold on, is Donna's daughter Rose that we set up not going to be a part of the show? Was that actress who plays Rose, who's Donna's daughter, is a great actress. And for her to come in and have, for these 3 specials, to have about 15 lines, and that's it, within 3 episodes, that'd be jarring. That would be shocking. That's super weird. Why even introduce her? I don't know. She's a very good actress. And for her to come in, and then for us to open up the gates of having the transgender talk and having that discussion. And then as soon as we open the door, we're saying bye-bye, and we're moving on to a whole nother story. And are we gonna, because this Doctor is going to be like a little bit more, you can tell he's getting child. The Doctor is, yeah. So, and trust me, I like this actor. He's on Sex Education, which we'll be getting back to this week coming up. But I just find it very interesting that we are now leaving we're leaving one part of the LGBT community, the LGBT plus community, and we're going just to another part. If you guys understand what I'm saying, if that makes any sense to you. I thought we were really going to have a season with Rose, who is Donna's daughter, and then follow her, like following Donna's footsteps, and also, I don't know, just exploring and having, maybe they were going to have more of those conversations and seeing, this, that, and third. I just find that very strange. But regardless, now, I don't know if they showed a teaser trailer or a trailer for the new season, so maybe you guys know what's going to happen in the new season, if she's going to be there, if she's not going to be there, but shh, spoilers! Now we have the new Doctor with a jukebox with no pants. And now he's going off, and we're going to follow him on a Christmas special. To tell you the truth, I have to say, the feeling I feel about the new Doctor is he brought energy, guys. He brought the energy, and just even him looking ridiculous with no pants on. And I understand why he didn't have no pants on, but then why did he even have underwear on? I mean, he has to have underwear on because Disney's part of this shit too. But and plus, it's not porno. But it's just strange. Anyways, regardless, he brought energy, and I was invested in him. Even at the very end, I felt a lot of emotion. But I wish that, honestly, to tell the truth, I kind of wish that the 14 did just regenerate into 15, and we probably would have had a whole moment. Isn't this the first Black Doctor? And isn't this the first openly gay Doctor? Did we ever have another Doctor who was gay in real life? I don't think so. And now we're having the first Black gay Doctor, and he's bi-regenerated. See, here's the thing. I bet you a lot of people who don't like this show at the present, who did it like Jodie's era, is not going to like this era. They're not going to like this era because it's so different from, let's say Judge Judy. Clearly I want to watch that show. It's so different than Doctor Who, from classic Doctor Who, and even earlier new Doctor Who, right? It gave, new Doctor Who and classic Doctor Who gave you the same type of feel. That's a lie. I can't say that because I'm only in second season of classic Doctor Who. But classic Doctor Who is very different than where we are at this moment, and to people who've seen the classics and transitioned into New Who, it wasn't super different as it is now. So I just feel like the older fans that possibly just cannot get over how Jodie's era was, they are not going to like this. And if you didn't like Jodie's era, I'm telling you, I don't think you're gonna like this era, and maybe you should find another show because you're gonna probably be angry. Unless you want to hate watch. By means, this is a free world, live in it. But I got this feeling. I got the feeling that you're going to hate this season. I'm actually very excited. First of all, I look at him and I'm like, oh wait. I now know, for me, how it feels for me to look at something like this, a show that I love, and see an actor play the Doctor who I feel like, okay, maybe I could be the Doctor one day. I mean, I actually don't want to be the Doctor, to tell you the truth. And I know, before you drop your drawers, I want to be a villain. I don't want to play a good guy. I want to be a villain in Doctor Who. But now me looking at this, I'm like, maybe one day BBC Studios will stop copyrighting claiming my shit, and they're going to like send me a message and be like, hey, do you want to try out to be a villain in Doctor Who? But now I feel like I always see like, it'll be women say, oh, they'll see a part in a show or a play and be like, I see myself in that. It feels good to see myself in that. Or I'll see, like, you know, the Spanish community, when Black Panther came out, a lot of people of the African American were like, yes, we feel like we could be part of this. Little Mermaid came out. A lot of people felt like they see themselves in this. But for me, seeing him in this, being a black gay male in this show, I was like, since I saw him, and he's living his truth, honey. Did you see his walk? It just really made me feel very excited for the future. Now, once again, I'm beyond excited for this season. I think, once again, the people who hate Jodie's era is going to hate this era. I feel like a lot of people who didn't like the first two specials, you're not going to like this special. I feel like that the people who just are over Doctor Who, because it's not the same thing that they're used to, and they do not want to change with change, they are either always going to be there to hate watch and to knock it down. Like, I actually just am dreading. I'm not going to click it, but I know some channels on YouTube where they're just going to bash the show regardless. For the story was good. It was great to see Kate Bishop back. Is that her name? No, Kate Bishop is in Marvel. Is that Kate Bishop? Oh my gosh, there's so much shows I watch. But to see Kate Bishop is a Marvel character. So I don't know if that's who this person is. Sorry. But to see her back in unit again, I don't know the older Doctor Companion. I thought it was the other Doctor Companion when we saw the older lady. I thought with the red hair, I thought she was the same lady that we saw in another special. It was her and the other one. Who was it? Was it Jodie's era? I think it was Jodie's era. Was it Jodie's era? I can't remember. Or was it Peter's era? Anyways, when we saw those other two older companions, and I started crying a lot because Ian was there, I believe. I don't remember where I was. But regardless, I didn't know her, so I didn't get emotion or the feels with that. And I don't even see that on a trending topic anywhere on Twitter, so I don't know. Maybe she wasn't as popular of a companion, or maybe she was popular, but more people had more to say about this bite regeneration. I feel like for me, the bite regeneration is an interesting concept. I feel like it was rushed. I feel like we had no idea what the holy hell was going on. And clearly the people who watched Doctor Who Classics and Into New Who also had no effing idea what the holy hell was going on. And I wish that we set by regeneration up in the second special, at least having a conversation about it, something weird, wacky happening. I guess the whole time where the Doctor was like, why do I have my own face? Maybe obviously that was their way of setting up the bi regeneration, but they needed to hit the target better for me. But then the bi regeneration happened. I did not know what was happening, but I do not hate it. I am indifferent about it. It won't make or break me or break this episode for me. I feel like this episode also is rewatchable, which also gives it a plus to the plus to the plus to the plus. I feel like the budget was given the budget. I feel like the producing was producing. I feel like the acting was acting. I love Donna. I will always love Donna. I will always love David. Those two are my favorite. Those two are actually, I think, my favorite companion and Doctor for me at this moment. And I love me some Martha, and I love me some Matt. And Pete's cute. But David and Donna are definitely my duo. So anytime I get to see them, I just can't hate it. I love it. And honestly, it brought me to tears more because I hate when people get old. I hate when things get old and I start seeing that mortality is a thing. Like, you can see that any moment. You know, David looked older. And I don't know if that was the makeup that they were doing. Is this really that long? I need to shut up. I'm sorry that I'm talking so long. But I feel like, I don't know if they did the makeup to make him look older, because he didn't look like that throughout. But it broke my heart, because I was like, damn, David, I love you. Don't get old. And Donna, I think I even saw like looking older for me in my eyes. And I hate it. I hate when people get older. I wish people could live forever. That's my personal opinion. I hate death. But I once again would give this episode an 8 to a 9. I don't know where I would place it. I think it was a joy, a delight, and I'm excited for the new Doctor. I'm excited for the new season. I'm excited to see what everybody who wanted. One more thing, and I'm off this, I promise you. But everybody was Russell T. Davis. Is that his name? Isn't his name Russell T. Davis? Oh God, somebody right now is viciously typing, yes, Davies. Is it Davies? It's Davies, right? They're like, yes, he's back, he's back, he's back. And now the same people who are saying he's back and screaming he's back, not all, just some, are like, he's horrible. Like, what is he doing? He lost his touch. Oh, like, they are literally losing their minds. I'm like, well, you saying you can't wait for him to come back isn't aging well. Even right here, people are really upset. Ooh, child. Go to Google and type in Russell T. Davies. It's Davies, right? I always call him Davison. But people are, ooh, the headlines, y'all. The headlines are I could spend another hour just talking. People are upset. Ooh, it's controversial. Mythology. Oh, this is a new era. And reach it. Let me get off of this. Guys, comment down below what you think about this episode. I thought it was a key to the gag, so let me squeeze to the juices. And I really cannot wait once again for more. So, please, guys, hit that like button. Share. Comment down below. You want to see this in a full reaction? You know what to do. Hit the notification bell so you know when I drop all of my reactions. And I'll see you guys next time with more Doctor Who.